Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K update. And it's been a while since I did one of these, and the last one that I did was back in January. Got a whole bunch of stuff to show you. I like to hold off some of the stuff that I got for an update. Then when I do my movie hunting videos, where I go to Salvation Army and then show you all what they got there and what I picked up. Want to hold some stuff off for when I do an update. But let's get started with the update. And I have a lot of stuff to show you here. I'm going to start with this stack here. And the first one I got this at Best Buy when it came out, and it's one of my favorite films of last year, and it won 6 Academy Awards. It was nominated with 10 Academy Awards, and that is Denis Villeneuve's Dune, his remake of Dune. And this is an amazing film. Really enjoyed it. Great effects, and just really enjoyed this film more than the original. The original, though, was very boring, very convoluted with the story. Kyle MacLachlan was the only good thing about the original film. But this film stars Timothy Chalamet, Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Zendaya. They all did a very good job with the film. Denis Villeneuve did a good job directing the film. And this film flowed a lot more better than the original. But if you guys haven't seen the remake of Dune, definitely check out the film. It's absolutely amazing. It won Best Sound, Best Original Score, Best Film Editing, Best Production Design, Best Visual Effects, and Best Cinematography at the Oscars, which very well deserved. Here's the back to it. And it does have features. It has over an hour bonus features that are on the Blu-ray, including the royal houses, Inside Dune, the training room, Building the Ancient Future, Design the Sandworm, Wardrobe from Another World, a new soundscape, and a whole lot more. So Dune, if you haven't seen this film, highly would recommend it. Just amazing film. So that's Dune. And then I got this also at Best Buy. This is a film that I've been wanting to check out. Didn't get a chance to watch this yet. I wanted to see this when it came out, but never had the chance to get to seeing this in theaters. And that is Ad Astra, which stars Brad Pitt, also Tommy Lee Jones, Ruth Negga, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, Liv Tyler, Donald Sutherland, and Ruth Negga, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and she was also in Preacher, that series that was on AMC, which I liked both shows. She's in the film. So, but definitely we'll give this a watch at some point. I heard it's a very good movie. So it does have features that are on the Blu-ray. It has deleted scenes with commentary by the director James Gray, To the Stars, A Man Named Roy, the crew of the Cephas, I think that's how you pronounce it. The Art of Ad Astra, Reach for the Stars, and a commentary by the director. So that's Ad Astra on 4K. And then I also picked up the Steelbook. I think this is Best Buy Steelbook that you can only get there. And it's the 4K of Jumanji, the original Jumanji, which stars the late great Robin Williams, and Kirsten Dunst, Bonnie Hunt, David Alan Grier, Bebe Neuwirth, Jonathan Hyde. Really a good movie, childhood favorite. So Robin Williams, may he rest in peace. I miss Robin Williams. I haven't even watched a Robin Williams film, when he passed away. Just never, watched one of his films after he passed. It's been a while. But this also has sneak peek of Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, never before deleted scenes, and a hilarious gag reel with Robin Williams and the cast. And then I guess all the other features that were on the DVD, which has the special effects crew commentary, motion storybook, read by Chris Van Allsburg, 3 behind-the-scenes featurettes, storyboard comparisons, photo galleries, extreme book of nature. It also includes episodes of the Jumanji, the animated series, and the trailers. So, there you go. That's the Best Buy Steelbook of Jumanji. Like how it looks. So that's the 4K Best Buy Steelbook of Jumanji. And I'll start with these over here. I got these off of a site. Can't remember what the name of the site was, but these are DVD-Rs. These are not official DVD releases because yes, someone on that site burned the episodes. So pick these up. So I got the I Love the 80s. This is VH1's I Love the 80s, and also got I Love the 90s as well. And I enjoyed both of these series. VH1 used to show these back in the day. Just talk about stuff in the decades. A lot of memorable stuff in the decades. And they also had, I remember on that site, they had the I Love the 70s one. So, and they also did, I Love the 2000s, I Love the New Millennium, and they also did I Love Toys. So, but these two are fun series, if you want to get all nostalgic. So that's both I Love the 80s and I Love the 90s. Not official DVD releases, just DVD-Rs. And also got Celebrity Deathmatch, great MTV series, very funny. And there's been talk of them trying to reboot the series, but no news has come about of this. But really hope that the reboot comes out of this. This is the original Celebrity Deathmatch from 1998 to 2002, and then they brought it back for MTV2, I think in, I would have to say 2005, 2006, around there. But just a hilarious show, wrestling show. So have to have this for my wrestling collection. But hilarious show, with the celebrities coming on. It's all clay animation, which is cool. And then I'll start with these over here. So then I also got the 4K of Spiderman No Way Home, which is one of my favorite films from last year. I think this will be my number one favorite film of last year. Just good Spider-Man film. Enjoy Tom Holland as Peter Parker, Spider-Man. You had, of course, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. They ended up coming back, and when I saw this in the theater, it got a great reaction when Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire came on, and also the crowd ended up cheering when Alfred Molina as Doc Ock ended up coming on the screen. Also, Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin got a good reaction as well. You also had Jamie Foxx reprise his role as Electro, so it was good to see him. Reese Ifans reprised his role as the Lizard from the first Amazing Spider-Man film. And also Thomas Hayden Church reprised his role as the Sandman. And it was just awesome to see all three Spider-Men on screen together, with Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire. Just had a really awesome theater experience seeing this. And I saw it with friends, and they all loved it. But Spider-Man No Way Home, awesome film, good Spider-Man film, the best film of Tom Holland's Spider-Man films, and my number one favorite film of last year. But it also has, Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, Zendaya. But it has over 80 minutes of bonus content, including bloopers and gag reels, Spider-Man Unite, alternate reality Easter eggs, a multiverse of miscreants, Enter Strange, and A Meeting of the Spiders. So, if you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home, awesome film. I did a review on this, so check out my review if you guys haven't seen it yet. But awesome film, Spider-Man No Way Home. Absolutely love it. And I'll start with these over here. The next batch here. And I got these off of a site called Sloppy Second Sales, which you go on there, you buy, I saw they have the Star Wars, the original trilogy before, the VHS copies, but the guy burns them onto a disc, and they also have the Grindhouse Star Wars on there on the Blu-ray. I guess this guy found a 16 millimeter print because very Grindhouse-ish, the picture quality of that for that Star Wars. I want to get those, but they're DVD-Rs. They're not official, and these are not official, releases because the guy ends up burning the stuff to the disc. So these are not official, but got from the site MTV's The Tom Green Show, which I like Tom Green. His humor is kind of different, in my opinion. And I love Freddy Got Fingered, which is a guilty pleasure. Just Freddy Got Fingered is hilarious. And I know that there's an audience now for that film. It has a cult following. But when it came out, a lot of people didn't like it. And it was considered the worst film ever made. But a lot of people like Freddy Got Fingered now. But The Tom Green Show, MTV's Tom Green Show, hilarious. Really, I saw some episodes of this and found it funny. But it only lasted one season. It lasted from 99 to 2000. But his show originated in Canada, which, Tom Green's from Canada. And his show originated on public access, and then MTV, decided to give him his own show here in the States. So that's the Tom Green Show. Has all the episodes on it, even though the case, is cracked, which sucks because of the mail, the postal service. And that's what the disc looks like, DVD-R. So, but picture quality, is okay, because they were ripped from a VHS. So glad to have that. And then also got from Sloppy Second Sales, Ghostwriter, the complete series. And I got this because Shout Factory, back in 2010, they released the first season of this. And then after that, nothing came about of the other seasons, seasons 2 and 3. But I decided to get this because, they didn't release any more of that Shout Factory because the DVD sales for the first season, I guess, didn't do very well, so they stopped releasing the series. So glad to have picked this up. I'm still going to keep the Shout Factory DVD of the first season of this, and it is out of print, so going to keep that. So this what the discs look like, DVD-Rs, and this is the site Sloppy Second Sales. So, but this is great to have. Glad to have the complete series of Ghostwriter because it's a childhood favorite of mine. Always loved this show. It was a PBS show that lasted from 92 to 95. And they did another series called the new Ghostwriter Mysteries, which was on, I think, Saturday mornings. It was a Canadian show. And then they bought it back. They bought Ghostwriter back in the reboot, which is now on Apple, I think Apple Plus or Apple TV, which I haven't seen the new series or the new reboot of this. But that's Ghostwriter, the complete series. Like I said, DVD-Rs of it, so not official releases. But the only official release, like I said, is the Shout Factory first season DVD, which is now out of print. And then this one I got off of Amazon. This was cheap. This was one of my favorite films. Me and my sister, watched this film all the time and knew every single line of this film. We watched this film like crazy. And of course, it is Matilda, which stars Danny DeVito, Rhea Perlman, and Bette Davis, Pam Ferris, and Mara Wilson. Just great film. 90s favorite. It's a childhood film. And Mara Wilson, like her last film that she did was back in 2000, which was Thomas and the Magic Railroad, which was the Thomas the Tank Engine film. And then she retired from acting, but then came back all these years later. So it's good to see her back. Also, Danny DeVito directed the film. He was also the narrator in the film, and he played the father. And you know what Matilda's about is, it's about this girl, and she has these powers. Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman play her parents who don't like her, they don't respect her. Same with her brother in the film. They all don't like her. And because she's very different from them, from Danny DeVito, Rhea Perlman's characters, and the brother. And of course, she gets sent to the school, and the school is, in hell due to the Trunchbull, who was the principal, who was played by Pam Ferris. So just absolutely good film. Matilda is, it's a 90s favorite. Anybody who grew up in the 90s, love this film. So here's the back to it. Has a Blu-ray exclusive feature, which is the main reason why I wanted to get this on Blu-ray. And I also didn't have the film on Blu-ray, so I decided to pick it up. But it has Afternoon Tea, a very magical Matilda reunion, which has the cast come back, and they look back on the film. Like you have Mara Wilson in there, the girl who played Lavender. You also had Pam Ferris, who played the Trunchbull, come back. So, and you can find like a clip of it here on YouTube, but wanted to see the whole reunion. Also includes Matilda's movie Magic, A Child's Guide to Good Manners, Escape to the Library, and my movie about Making Matilda by Mara Wilson. And of course, also, it's based off the book by Roald Dahl, who wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and The Witches. So that's Matilda. Good movie. And then I'll start with this pile over here. This one I got off of Amazon. Had to get it. It's one of my favorite films. And it is the 25th anniversary edition of Liar Liar. And this is this in the Shout Select line. Of course, the film stars Jim Carrey. This is my all-time favorite Jim Carrey film. Just Jim Carrey brought his A game in the film. Very hilarious. You all know what Liar Liar is about. It's about Jim Carrey. He's this fast-talking attorney, and his son makes a wish on his birthday where Jim Carrey can't tell a lie for 24 hours. And it's just all-out hilarity from there. But love this film. It's a classic. It has two new features. It has In Session looking back at the writing of Liar Liar, The Case for Comedy looking back at the cast of Liar Liar, deleted scene, outtakes, commentary by director Tom Shadyac, bridging the comedy chase 'em, and theatrical trailer. So that's Liar Liar on Blu-ray. If you don't have this edition, definitely pick it up. So it's worth it. And then I completed the series of The Amanda Show with The Amanda Show Season 3, which I got this off of eBay because the series on DVD was released through Amazon, through its Burn On Demand. So it's an official DVD from Nickelodeon. But these are now out of print. So I got this used. And if you buy it brand new on eBay, it's like $400 to like $200. So I got a good deal on this. I think I got this for like $70, I think, on eBay. So, but completed the series of The Amanda Show with Season 3. So, but The Amanda Show, childhood favorite, always loved it. You know, this starred the careers of Drake Bell and Josh Peck. Even though Josh Peck before this he was in Snow Day and he was also in Max Keeble's Big Move. So, but this show pretty much kickstarted his career, and then of course it led to Drake and Josh getting their own series. So that's The Amanda Show Season 3. And then I also picked up Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the Kindness Collection, which has 30 classic episodes from 1979 to 1991. And I have the previous 3 DVDs that they released of this. Got this at Target. So, and I hope they continue releasing more episodes of the series. It's a 4-disc set. But it has Mr. Rogers Goes to School. He talks about superheroes, makes an opera. He talks about divorce, competition, pets, make-believe, about work, grandparents, families. Also has a bonus episode where he talks about art. So, and then it has the episodes on each disc. Right there, a listing of the episodes on each disc. So, but love buying these Mr. Rogers, Mr. Rogers DVDs. Like I said, I hope they continue to release more episodes to DVD. So that's Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood Kindness Collection. 30 classic episodes from 1979 to 1991. Next one I got off of Amazon. This is a film that's directed by Barry Levinson. Steven Spielberg produced the film, and that is Young Sherlock Holmes. And I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a very fun, entertaining movie. Chris Columbus wrote the film, which Chris Columbus directed the first 2 Home Alone films. He directed Miss Doubtfire, and he directed some of the Harry Potter films. And the film stars Nicholas Rowe, Alan Cox, Anthony Higgins. Basically, Sherlock Holmes and John Watson meet and they're solving a mystery at a boarding school. And this film marked a landmark moment in CGI, where it featured a CGI character of a knight coming off of the glass, while there's a scene where the priest is hallucinating and he sees the knight come off the glass. So that marked the first time CGI was used in a film. And because of that, it influenced other, films like Toy Story and such films that use CGI, to come. But really enjoyed Young Sherlock Holmes. Very fun film. So that's Young Sherlock Holmes. And then I got this off of Amazon. Very nice edition of this, which, it's the same as the Blu-ray edition that I got of this, but it's on 4K. So I picked up An American Werewolf in London, the Arrow video release. It's the same thing, the same set used as the Blu-ray. So it has the 4K in there, the book. It has a whole lot of features. I think the features were ported over from the Blu-ray. Yeah, 4K Ultra Blu-ray Limited Edition contents. So it has a brand new 4K restoration from the original camera negative. A whole lot of features. So, but haven't gotten a chance to watch this yet and look at the new 4K restoration. But American Werewolf in London, it's an awesome film. It's a classic, directed by John Landis. I just love this artwork there. So that's American Werewolf in London on 4K. Possibly at some point review the set, show you all what's inside of the set. But if you have the Blu-ray, it's the same thing. It's the same stuff in the set. If you have the Blu-ray edition of this, the Arrow Video Blu-ray edition. So, but gotta review American Werewolf in London at some point, and also review American Werewolf in Paris. And this is the last stack of stuff here. So these two I got at a store called Major's Records and Videos out here in Staten Island. So I actually got Lita and Trish, Best Friends, Better Rivals. So it's a match compilation set of Lita and Trish's matches. Just WWE Hall of Famers. Lita and Trish, absolute legends. One of my favorites from my childhood. So, they were like, The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But it was only just Lita and Trish. So, match compilation. Glad to have this for the WWE DVD collection. And I also picked up there at Major's Records and Video the WWE Legends Biography Volume 1, which these aired on A&E. Very well done documentaries on these stars like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roddy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage, Booker T. Really enjoyed all these documentaries when they aired on A&E. So that's WWE Legends Biography Volume 1. And then also picked up an underrated horror film. It's from 1988 and is called Pulse. And the film stars Cliff DeYoung, Roxanne Hart, and Joey Lawrence. Horror film, basically if the when the electric goes crazy and has a mind of its own. So, but really enjoyed this film. Very intense horror film. So, but very underrated as well. So if you haven't seen Pulse, definitely check it out. So, gotta possibly review that at some point. And then picked up Eddie Murphy in The Golden Child. This is the Paramount Presents line for Blu-ray. Haven't got a chance to watch this yet. If I do, there will be a review on it. It's a film that I've been wanting to check out. And it has has The Making of the Golden Child, The Chosen Ones, Daggers, Design, and Demons, and the theatrical trailer. And from what I've seen with these Paramount Presents releases, they give you the slipcover, and then inside, you lift this up, and it is the original poster for the film. So I'm really glad that, for the Paramount Presents releases, they're doing that and including the original poster for the films. And it also gives you the year that it was released in, 1986. So Golden Child, definitely we'll watch it down the line at some point and review it. And then I also picked up on 4K. This is the 10th anniversary edition of Looper, which stars Bruce Willis, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Emily Blunt. Written and directed by Rian Johnson. Really enjoyed this film. I saw it in the theaters when it came out. And just a good movie. Haven't seen it in a while though, but has features on the Blu-ray. It has commentary with director Rian Johnson, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Emily Blunt. The Future from the Beginning, making a featurette. 22 deleted scenes with commentary, scoring Looper, the Science of Time Travel featurette, and the Looper animated trailer. So, but I have the DVD of this. I'm gonna sell it since this has the 4K and the Blu-ray on there. So, but Looper, good movie. It was, but I got rewatch it again. It's been a while since I seen it. So, but enjoyed it when I saw it in the theater, and I did a review on it. So look back at my videos and check out my review of Looper. And then also picked up the you can only get this at Best Buy. This is, I think, their exclusive Steelbook version of this film, and it is The Punisher, which stars Thomas Jane and John Travolta. John Travolta was the villain in the film, and very cool edition of this where it has a slipcover and it slips out like that. Very awesome. And on the back, you have Thomas Jane as the Punisher, which I liked Thomas Jane as the Punisher. I know there was the one in the 80s, the 1989 version with Dolph Lundgren in it, and then they did Punisher Warzone, and then they did the Punisher series, which had John Berthal as the Punisher, which I really liked John Berthal. I haven't seen the Punisher series, but I saw when he made the appearance in Daredevil Season 2. So I thought he did a good job with that. But this has features that has commentary with director Jonathan Hensley, deleted scenes with commentary, Keeping It Real, The Punisher Stunts, Army of One, The Punisher Origins, War Journal on the set of The Punisher, music video, Step Up performed by Drowning Pool, and Drawing Blood, Bradstreet Style. The one song that I really like for the soundtrack is called Broken, which was done by Slither, featuring Amy Lee. That's one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack. But I did a review of this film. Look back at my videos. Check out my review of The Punisher. So, but really enjoy The Punisher. And then picked up What About Bob, which stars Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss. Seen clips of this film and found it hilarious. And I know that these two didn't get along while they were making the film, but we'll get a chance to watch the whole film and review at some point. So that's What About Bob. And then picked up the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook of The Batman 4K, and really enjoyed The Batman. Loved it. Yeah, it's almost a 3-hour film, but I was surprised by Robert Pattinson's performance as Bruce Wayne and Batman. Paul Dano did a good job playing the Riddler. Colin Farrell as the Penguin, like the whole look of the Penguin. I couldn't even tell that it was Colin Farrell when I watched the film. But awesome film, The Batman. Very good, very different from the Batman films that we got in the past. But definitely a film to check out if you guys haven't seen it. So really enjoyed The Batman. Did a review of that, so check out my review of The Batman if you guys haven't seen it. But very nice looking steelbook, with Robert Pattinson as Batman there, and the question mark, Riddler's question mark there. And the last one I got here, heard this film and seen the trailer to it, and this film was written and directed by James Gunn, before he directed the Guardians of the Galaxy films. And this is a film called Slither. And it stars Nathan Fillion, Elizabeth Banks, Michael Rooker's in the film. And this came out in 2006. Never didn't watch the film yet, but this is a collector's edition from Screen Factory. It has a nice cover there. It has reversible artwork, so I have that, and then the artwork there. It's a horror comedy, I heard, but it's very. I heard it's very gross out film, but it has features. It has a commentary with James Gunn and the cast members, new interview with James Gunn and actor Greg Henry, and commentary with James Gunn and Nathan Fillion, deleted scenes, extended scenes, bringing Slither's creatures to life, Slither set tour with Nathan Fillion, the making of, the sick minds and slimy days of Slither, gag reel, and a whole lot more. So really am excited to check this out. So horror comedy, I heard. So definitely give it a watch. So anyways, that's it for this DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K update. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this update. Definitely give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all later tonight with the SmackDown and AW Rampage review. So see you all back here later tonight.